All right, take 790. Top 10 reasons that we see why your book is getting smacked back by KDP, your manuscript, right? The first one is interior size, man. You didn't add, trim, or bleed. So let's say if your book is 6x9 and you have it formatted 6x9, KDP is going to kick it back because with trim and bleed, it wouldn't be 6x9. It would be 6x125 by 9.25.
Yeah.
So you're adding 0.125 to the width and 0.25 to the height, and that goes for all of them, even kids' books. We do a lot of kids' books. I can't believe they let me illustrate them. 8.5 by 8.5 would be, I like my little index cards here. 8 by 6 to 5 by 8.75. Oh, I said that wrong. Sorry. No hate mail. Don't hate me. Don't hate me.
We'll block your comments.
So that's it. Interior file the right size, right? If it's wrong, your words are going to get cut off. It's not good for Amazon's customers, and it's definitely not good for your readers if it sneaks by. So that's the first reason. The second reason
is about your cover.
Ooh.
So the size of your cover matters.
Size does matter. Let me tell you, size matters.
Size matters.
Nobody lie to you. Size matters. But go ahead.
Okay. So book covers are based on the size of your book and your page count. And there are templates you can use on KDP, also on bookow.com.
Ooh, I got another flashcard. Bookow.com. Get a cover size.
You go there, you enter in your book size, your page count, your paper, and your email, and he sends you a template. And it's perfectly sized for your cover. And then you're going to make your cover, and it's going to be one file. This is so important. There's not a front cover and a back cover that are separate files.
Right.
It's one file that has front, spine, and back. It's like a big, long rectangle, right?
Size does matter.
Okay, so anyway, your book cover has to be the right size.
Right. Book covers have to be the right size. If it's wrong, a lot of times, we'll get folks saying they're having problems uploading, and they have an ebook cover that they're trying to use for their print cover, and it's just not going to work.
Right.
The number 3 reason that we see, and is an easy one to fix, man, super easy, is select the right book size. They're going in, and I think it's 6x9 by default. And if it's a square book, 8.5 by 8.5, you need to go in and select that proper size because it'll get kicked back if it's not. So that's pretty easy. Select. So all these things, size does matter, and I think that's my last size joke because I don't think there's any more size.
Because we're moving on to another selection. Okay, so another selection that you have when you're uploading on KDP is if you use a PDF, then you always select bleed. There's 2 buttons, bleed, no bleed, and it even says PDF. So it's an easy one as well.
What do you need, some cranberry juice?
Select bleed for PDF.
Okay. Yep, that's it. And that comes to number 5 is folks are uploading the wrong file type, right? So for paperback covers and paperback interiors, they're PDFs, right? For ebook, it's a JPEG works good for a cover. I mean, there's a couple other file formats, and a KPF is great on Kindle, the Kindle preferred format, but you can always use the EPUB or whatever else you want to do.
Or a Word document. It'll take it, but
don't use a Word document.
Well, so
it'll
we
look
don't
like
recommend that.
Yeah, it'll look like a high school project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So uploading, that's number 5. We're trying to go through this fast and not waste your time.
All right. The 6th reason.
Ooh, not enough pages. Oh my gosh. I got this great book. It took me 2 years to write, and it's 13 fucking pages. We can't do it. Oops. 13 pages. Oh my gosh. I got the masterpiece. You need at least 24 pages to have it in a paperback.
Yeah.
Right? You could do your work stream in an ebook on 13 pages, but paperback's 24 pages.
Hardcover.
It's 75 pages.
Right.
And I don't know why a lot of people that have like a kid's book that's 30 pages, they want a hardcover. It's going to look like just cover. There's going to be no pages in it,
Right.
I mean, it's just going to look like 2 covers with
you can't do it anyway.
No substance.
They can't do
it. Well,
they
anyway. Could do it on Ingram Sparks maybe, or
right, but
some other that. But this is about KDP, so
KDP.
we'll stick to that.
Okay.
Okay.
right. So this one is a little more technical. All
A little
right.
more technical.
Number 7, your ISBN imprint is wrong. So KDP gives you 2 options for ISBN. You can use their free ISBN, easy peasy. You'll never have a problem with number 7 then. If you have purchased your own ISBN and you're trying to upload that, you enter the ISBN and then it'll ask you for imprint name. That is the publisher name that you used when you purchased the ISBN.
Right.
If you're here in the U.S., then you were on Bowker.com. So if it's giving you an error, you get to the bottom of the page, you click save, and you don't really see anything, but that you scroll up and then there's a red thing around ISBN, it's because your imprint is wrong. So your publisher name has to be entered exactly as you entered it on Bowker.
Right.
With the same spacing, same capitalization. If it's an LLC, you need that comma in there. Capital L, capital C.
Whatever characters you use for the imprint name, you have to use that exactly.
Right.
Because if you miss one comma or one capitalization is wrong or one spacing thing is wrong, accidentally you click 2 spaces on it, you're putting 2 spaces in it. Because otherwise, KDP is going to smack it back. I had to do it again.
And I got stuck in this loop one time too, which is really frustrating. So I'm going to spare you the frustration that I went through. If you try this several times, it's going to get kind of locked up. The best thing you can do is save as a draft, exit KDP, and go back in. Relog back in, go into your draft, and try to enter your imprint correctly, and then move on. But you could get caught in that loop, and I don't want you to. So take my advice.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Number 8 is title and author needs to match your cover book details. So whatever's on the cover, the book's by Joe Blow, and it is the Snowblower Man, right? It needs to say that in the book details. If it says, if Joe Blow was your pseudonym name and you put your real name in the book details, it's not going to work out for you.
It won't work.
It won't work. It's the only thing you can't change in KDP is your title and your author name. So just make sure they match up. And that goes with subtitles too. If the subtitle's on the book and you put something else in the book details, they're going to kick it back. It might go through the initial thing where you're like, yay, I'm going to wait 72 hours. It's not going to happen.
It'll get kicked back.
You'll get an email.
Amazon's big focus is a good customer experience. And so if the names are different, that's confusing to people, they're not going to let it go. So. Right.
Another one is categories, right? A lot of people want to get and it's kind of cool with categories because ebooks and paperback, if your book's has a broad thing, maybe you get 6 categories in there, right? Because you could do something different for ebooks, something different for paperback, but they need to match the book, right? So if let's say it's a kid's book and you put YA in there, right, they're going to kick it back. Or if it's a kid's book and it's illustrated, but you put comic in there, they're going to kick it back. So the categories need to match the book. And I've been put in that penalty box before trying to get creative. I mean, we've published about 60 books on our own.
Right.
Oh, by the way, we haven't even introduced ourselves yet. I'm Ken.
I'm Sherry.
This is Sherry. We're freelance book people. We're authors and creators ourselves.
And now we help other people.
And we're trying to give out some information because somebody has the word to fix the whole planet. They just got to publish it. And hopefully you're going to see this, get it done, and we'll help you through that way. And that's it. All right. So
we're trustworthy.
We're trustworthy. Yeah, you better be trustworthy. Don't be taking over the world with our advice and doing something bad. All right. So that's categories, right? 10th, the last reason is your KDP account isn't fully set up, right? You need your banking information in there. You need all that juicy stuff so you get paid royalties.
Right.
And if that's not set up, they'll let you upload it. They'll let you do it, but they won't let you publish.
Right. And they'll flash a big message up there. So it's pretty clear if you come to this one, it'll say your account is not fully set up and we cannot let you publish.
Right.
So most of them are pretty simple like that.
Right.
They're going to tell you, you get to see a visual when you're uploading your files. You can see they highlight things in red if they
Right.
think they'll get cut off. So
That's right. But when I'm uploading a book though, I'm thinking about like all the fame and the creativity going out and all the artists getting on ships to come and see me and we'll
Right.
drink wine and hang out, and I'm not thinking about the little red things that go up. So
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm daydreaming.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote the book, right?
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. That's all we got. Well, hey, thanks for listening. And remember, if you write books, you're telling people what to do. I love it. Bye.